Hello. It's been a really long time since I did one of these, but thought I would come back and give it a shot. So since the last episode, which I believe I kind of ended midway through a series or something, there have been a couple of major releases of Sil. I guess one major release and then like a point release came right after. I'm playing 1.2.1 now, but this is the MPA Sil version that we discussed in previous ones. Since 1.2 came out, the MPA Sil improvement branch or whatever and the official version of Sil don't really have that many differences anymore. So I feel even less bad playing it. But I don't really want to do anything serious. This isn't really for the purpose of showing off like new game features and stuff, although I guess we'll see that. But I kind of have been playing with a ridiculous build for a long time, and I thought we could give it a shot. So it's an Edane build, which I don't think we've ever actually played before. We casted one of Clouded's games where he was playing one. And you can do some like reasonable builds with these guys. The humans are super weak, obviously, in this game, but I think there's like a 2, 3. Yeah, like some of these are not insane. Like that's pretty decent. There's like a 3 strength build. I think that's okay too. Yeah, so you can do some stuff with them, but that's not nuts. But I do want to do something that's kind of nuts. So there's what we call the 5-1-1 build, where you basically put everything into strength. Which I mean, essentially is a terrible idea, but it's a lot of fun. So. I don't know what I want to take for skills yet. The official conception of the 5-1-1 build is that I think you put everything to melee first. I say I think because I made this up, but I don't think the last few times I did this, I don't think I actually did it this way, but let's give it a shot. We'll just die a lot. And then you take charge and momentum. So the thing with the Hador is that they get a bonus to strength, and their skill affinity is melee, which is nuts. So what that means is that they get +1 with all weapons, kind of cool, and then they get a free melee ability, also kind of cool. Everything else is terrible, so this should be good. Let me just... this is a new character, so I'm just going to turn off all the annoying things. Yeah, sure. I mean, putting a hit point warning on a character with like 20 HP is kind of hilarious, but we'll try it. Sure. Sorry, I should have done this beforehand, but what can I say? Alright, let's try it. So, the reason why this build is ridiculous is A, beyond the obvious reasons. You start out with a curved sword. In MPA Sil, it's always 4 pounds. And we have 8 effective strength when we charge somebody. Actually, that's not bad. Okay, maybe it's not as stupid as I thought. The thing is, we have no evasion, so everything's going to hit and kill us, so this is going to be tricky. I'll probably die in the first few turns. And the fun thing with Edane is that, especially when you have 1 grace, we have exactly 1 perception, so you're going to hit every trap. And traps, when you have 24 HP, actually like hurt a lot. The good thing, though, is you kill things super fast. Oh, there we go, dead. Okay, so let's try this again. Oops. What did I call that guy? 511. Okay. If this is really untenable, we'll try to like split it up. I actually have one of these characters that's made it to 500 feet recently that is still kicking, but I don't really want to kill it on air, so let's see. And so while we're at it, I guess if you haven't had a chance to play 1.2, there were some major differences made between that and 1.1, or 1.1.1 I guess was the last major release. The biggest differences, I guess, are there's been a new dungeon feature added, which is chasms, which we'll probably see like very shortly because they're everywhere. And a new ability that lets you deal with them called leaping, which I never take. So if you're hoping to learn how chasms and leaping work in this game, that's not going to happen. Probably because I'll just die a million times and then get frustrated, but wow. Okay, so a minor change that's been made in the new version is that when item types spawn, there's like a slightly higher chance that you'll get a better type. I don't think that's why I got a lantern here, but what just happened? Okay. And I'm going to wield that right now. The reason I'm going to wield this right now, I mean, there's a plus and a minus to having only one con. The plus is that if you get your con drained, it really doesn't feel that different because you just lose 4 max HP. So the goal here is while we gain experience, it just goes immediately into evasion. And then we'll eventually go for dodge and flanking, and then we'll die. Sure. The good thing with Hador in general is the melee bonus, as I said, means that they get +1 to all weapons. And that even helps with throwing. So usually throwing is a much better idea than shooting arrows with you guys. Hope to God I find some armor. So the second difference that I was mentioning is a major one, is that now monsters get abilities. Cool. So as new monsters pop up, I'll mention which ones they have, but it's kind of neat. I don't know, adds some differences to the game, but I've found that what it essentially did is made a couple monsters really distinctively different than they were before, and then the rest of them are, I don't know. Occasionally they have like a cute trick or something, but it's not that different. Oop. I guess the ones that are the most noticeable are when the bosses have abilities now, a few of them do. Oh, and I guess like as a... Man, they did add a lot of stuff to this version, I never really thought about it. By the way, we're gonna die here. Is that now a couple of the end bosses, Sauron and Morgoth, they have their own songs now, so you were always able to sing a whole bunch of songs, they have their own, and it's pretty cute. Although Morgoths are like obnoxious, so it's kind of a net loss, but I think the song they gave Gorthar or Sauron or whatever his name was actually pretty cool. But you'll have to figure that out on your own because we're sure as hell not getting to him this time. So what the heck? The curved sword's still better because I'll get an extra damage side on charge, but I would rather hit things at this point. Special broken sword. See, the fact that it's dice boosted, I'm worried that it's going to be cursed. So let's not. Let's say we did. If it's like a stupid broken sword of fury or something, I will indeed be furious, but actually I can't remember if those are still sticky cursed in this version. Okay. I think this is the forge. Yep. Okay, so these things are not cool. That's it, I'm dead. Every little bit helps. This is insane. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's try again. Let's try this ridiculousness one more time. And then we might do something more even. Wow, good rune. Okay, armor, that's nice. Always good to have off the bat. What does the spear hold up right now? 1d16. Let's try this for a few minutes. That's, okay. Wow. Okay, good. It helps a whole bunch if you find a few little things on the first floor. And by little things, I mean little pieces of armor. Let's see what else we can find here. The fast monsters are actually the worst in the early game, even if they're weak. Because you really can't get hit. Oh, the other bonus of having 5 strength is that you can carry like the whole dungeon. You never have to worry about running out of inventory. Weight, at least. You always have to worry about space, but whoa! Moving a little too fast there. Are these things flanking me? What's going on here? Okay. One of the things that kind of drives me nuts about having low constitution is that you get double nicked because your regen is lower, and you have less to regen. Okay, I saw a whole lot of wolves there that I don't want to fight, so let's go over here. Ah, shoot. Good. Oh yeah, a new interface thing that happened is if you were previously tired of hitting like 3 keys every time you wanted to throw a weapon, you can now hold control and hit T. And it like picks the nearest monster and then like, I think the throwing weapon that's at the top of your list, I guess. And it just auto throws it. It's really neat. Okay. Good, a forged rune that's not suicidal. One of the neat additions that was made to the 1.2 version of MPA Sil, this isn't in real Sil, some folks have been messing around with making the perception tree a bit better with Lore Master. So Lore Keeper in the official version does something relatively useless, I can't remember what it is. Does it tell you if something's an artifact or not? I don't know. But in this version, it tells you if your consumables are bad or if your items are cursed, which is more or less half the battle. You still have to use ID the good ones. And you don't get the experience for the bad ones unless you actually do use them. But it helps until you can get to Lore Master. And with the Edain, you might not even try because you need all the experience you can get. But Lore Keeper does help you a lot in this version. That's not a big enough weapon for me. This is super bad. These are the worst right now. So we're not going to fight them. Boost. Okay, so now it's time to die to archers. Let's go. Good thing I'm carrying it back up. Really hoping for a big weapon. Oh wow. This is not the build to be pulling experience with. And with this, it's really important you get your charges off as much as possible. I'm super tired right now, so this is not a good build to be playing when you're not sharp. But, okay, dice boosted axe, I'll take that. Seems good. Kinda really want that helmet. Let's see what we can make happen here. Good. Another one. This one's marginally lighter too. Let's try it. If you like knocking down doors, boy, is this the build for you. Oh yeah, while we're putzing around, yet another minor change that was made in 1.2 is, I think before, not I think, oh, what a waste. Oh well, that's so annoying. The smithing menu now has this cute thing where you can actually look at what you could make, rather than locking you out of things you can't do altogether, which is neat. That's a +4. +3 bonus, I guess, for that forge. What was I saying? Oh yeah. If you needed to dig, you would have to swap out the weapon you were carrying and equip the digger. Now what they've done is, as long as you have one in your inventory, it'll just do it for you. So you can be still holding onto your weapon and dig, as long as you have the thing that you need in your inventory. So that's handy. There's no more like having to drop your shield just because you need to use them attack. Nice, I'll take that. I know I've been pumping evasion, which, I mean, definitely helps, but, like, protection is, oh god, -3 stealth. Basically the worst thing ever. You know what? Let's see. Yeah, I don't like the melee penalty either. Let's stick with this for a while. Yeah, and as cool as that 3D11 or whatever is, I think I would rather have the evasion from the sword. But, again, because we're super buff, we can just carry everything around with us until we find a use for it. Have I found downstairs yet? Yeah. I hate to jinx it. I've been very lucky not to meet archers yet. Okay. I had to open my mouth. God. If there's still more dudes out here. Okay, not bad. Okay, so these things normally are like obnoxious to dangerous. For this build, they're just basically death, so you don't fight them. Good shielded deflection. Very nice. Oh, right. Remember what I said about throwing weapons? These daggers are working pretty well, actually. I should be using my spears, but Control T is picking daggers, and I'm too lazy to fix it. Good. One thing that MPA still had in Sil 1.1 that the vanilla one did not, oops, was that it was much speedier to ID things when their effects became obvious. So, like, basically as soon as the effect was observed, you would identify the item without a perception check, whereas normal Sil used a perception check, so it would occasionally take forever. Like, you'd have a sword that was glowing blue, and you'd kill like 50 orcs with it, and you still wouldn't realize that it was the thing or gondolin, because your perception was crap. And that was super annoying with the Edane too, because their perception's crap. But that's been mostly changed in Vanilla Sil, and obviously this version had it all along, but great. So the cool thing about this is this. Somebody found a trick on the forums the other day. So right now if I throw spears at this guy, they're going to fall under him and then I'll lose them. But what I can do, there can only be one type of item on the floor at a time, on a floor tile. So I can fire an arrow at him, which is no loss to me. Oops, except I have to hit him. Hit him. Now he has an arrow under him, so my items can't fall under him. They can only fall next to him. However, this isn't super relevant in this situation because I don't want to walk next to him either. But it's worth knowing that you can do that. Where are my spears? This is annoying. He can't map rot in MPA Sil, but if he does anything to use his scare ability, I'll be scared right away. Okay, not bad. A staff that I'll never be able to use. Oh, shoot. Ah, crud, I forgot he was here. Nice. I just doubled my perception with that ring. Ouch. That's a lot of wolves. Okay, forget those guys. Just gonna peek in here. See? I was able to tunnel through that rubble without actually switching my weapon. Oh, shoot. The reason I wanted to see that room from a different angle was to see if there were any items in there. Okay, so this is fun. So in the previous version, if I was in this situation, I would just run up and charge that guy. But in 1.2, they have the charge ability. So I basically think that gives him 3 damage sides extra when he's plus 3 more to hit. So you don't want to really hit him in a straight line. However, when they appear now, instead of them coming in triplets, they come in doubles. Except for the slight oversight where if an orc captain shows up, he still has like 100 billion of them. So, okay. You also have to pay really close attention to what they're doing. So, the thief got hit and moved past me. But the previous turn, the warrior was here. So now he's here. So now if I swing at him, he'll charge me, which I don't want to happen, so I'm going to move up. And I don't know what he just did, actually. This isn't great. Yeah, see, there you go. Oh boy. That was luck. Naturally, there are orcs. Busters. How did that guy even hit me? Darn it. Very lucky. Oh, nice, and I found a good helmet to boot. Favorite kind of throwing weapons, shoot. Holy smoke, that's a good cloak. Is that an artifact? Okay, how am I going to get that? This is the part where I find... Oh my god, spiders. Okay. That was a super bad idea what I just did there, but it worked. Cloak of protection plus... That's nuts. Well, I guess they're... by default +1 vanilla. And then you get the 1d1 and it was just fine. But still, that's pretty good. Good stuff. Okay, so here are some chasms. So the way these work is that I can't move over them. If there are monsters on the other side they can shoot you. If you are desperate for an escape, you can jump into them, but they do like 60 a billion damage, so I will probably just die. And monsters who can fly, and some monsters, it's very surprising that they can fly. There's like, I think vampires can fly, I don't know, there's some like weird ones. But they can move right over them. Once you get leaping, you can move, you need to be, it's kind of like charge, you need to charge at the chasm. So you need to move towards it a turn before, and then you have momentum to go over. But it takes 2 turns, so like let's say this was not a chasm over here, and there was instead like an orc on the square. I think what happens is if you leap, you get swung at twice or something. I don't know, but it's weird. In general, I just don't really like it. I like the chasms, I think leaping's kind of shitty. Feels weird. I think 2d10 is like enough damage. I don't really need to be like ripping things faces off. Yeah, see, it already knows the story. Even though I can't see a spider there, the game somehow saw a spider there. But that also means there's a friggin' sword spider here somewhere. Or a wolf, I guess. Is that a 40? Holy smoke. This is the best part about 511, is the big numbers. Okay, this is not good. I wonder if, what's his name's here? That Gorgala guy. Are you kidding me? Just... Jesus. I don't really need all those daggers. Orc archers on their own will not open doors, so... if you can convince them to piss off. Of course. Longsword. Oh, that's a good greatsword. I guess I could be using my Doriath axe. Oh, and it's... Wait, did I think that these battle axes were dice boosted? I'm nuts. They're always 3d4. Okay. Okay, so this is useless. Stuff. This is the part where we try to pull the 1500 experience to get flanking. Awful. Okay, how about we make a deal and you just let me go to the stairs? Nice. Another thing that happened in Sil 1-2 is that flanking doesn't have a prereq anymore. It used to have dodging, which is kind of cute. I mean, if you want to keep moving all the time, but you don't feel like you need the extra evasion, that's one way to do it, I guess. I always just take them together, I don't know. Jesus, these spiders. Oh, that was me. I thought he hit me for that much. Too lazy to switch to the Doriath axe. Get some gloves that aren't crap, please. Well, okay, so the other thing that can happen with chasms is they can just like totally cut you off from big chunks of the level. Sometimes like you can't actually progress. Nice hit. And I think this is the case, so I think we might have to respawn the level. See? That's a definite case. Actually, the best way to kill a early game Edane is to stick him in a room and have all the doors be secret doors. There's no way he's going to find his way out. Where did that glob of experience just come from? Oh, Easterling Spy. Oh my god, come on. Don't do what I just did there. There's no, really no reason. What? Oh, that's Bulldog. I thought it was an Archer. Well, it's time to die. Okay. That was a big mistake. And that's Gorgle. Wow, I'm the worst at identifying uniques. I thought it was a thief. Although we probably could have killed him, to be honest. Okay, so I should have died a few times over now, but oh well. This will get a little bit more fun now. What is this all Gorkos? Jesus. Oh right, I flanking. Are you kidding me? Warhammers are the best with this build. But I really only like them if they are dice boosted. Or sides boosted, I guess. Don't do that either. Okay. What's this thing? The best thing about flanking is when they do. So if I move up, oh shoot, he got his charge. That was ridiculous. Beauty. I'll take it. 49 against Orcs is not so bad. I really need to stop using IDing herbs. Actually, I definitely need to stop now because I've gotten a whole bunch of good ones in a row, which means the next one I get is going to have a much higher probability of being bad. What is with all these caltrops? Good, I need more light. One of the most annoying things that Normal Cell has not incorporated yet is you have to walk over an item to figure out what its weight is, which sure kind of makes sense, but it's so annoying. I like how all the orcs disappear as soon as I find this axe. Nice. Holy smoke, these traps. Orc champions don't have an ability. I was hoping they would get, I keep saying that they should get strength in adversity. So that there would be at least some use for that use. Is this a, what do you call? What are those things called? The diggy ones. Belagost, that's what it is. What's happening here? Nice. Watch, now this is where I died of clear worms. Just want to see if, I was going to say that looks like a shadow cloak. And you see, like, I'm almost dead. Just because I was dicking around. You really can't make mistakes. Under F. Might just pull experience now for Lore Keeper. Oh, hi. Longbows are super strong again. What's this? Oh, it's in the forge. What am I even doing here? Oh yeah, I'm taking them off. The reason why I said the longbows have been buffed is I think they used to give you an evasion penalty. So like the optimal thing to do would be to equip a short bow always, but you know, in the cases where you actually wanted some extra oomph, you would switch to the longbow. But they got rid of it to prevent that sort of weird metagaming, or not metagaming, like micromanagement, I guess. What the heck? Yeah, so shadow molds are like certified killers for these characters. You can't bump into them. I do not really want to go down the shaft. Might be all we got though. Okay, so this is where we use lore keeper. Oh, probably not actually. 3, 4. Yep. Okay, so these herbs are crap. Things crap. Potions are crap. Potions are crap. That's crap. Okay. Nice. See if I can actually blow on this horn. I don't think I can. Interesting. So it's not blasting. Or maybe it is blasting actually. I don't know if that works if you shoot it at a thing. I'm never going to use it again. Nope. Who knows what it is? Oops. Actually, this is useless. Okay, so this is where you get to see the power of the longbow. I usually inscribe them actually. They really are great for that. If there's a mold you need to get out of your way, you'll kill it in like 3 hits. I have 1 archery, so if I can do it, you can. I think it's just this. I'm pretty sure this isn't in vanilla, but I'm pretty sure this version of Sil you can't actually get gorged. Like you can get the status, but it does absolutely nothing. Oh, that actually was a crane. I thought I was hallucinating. Wait, am I or am I not? Oh. Why is my evasion so high? What did I do? Oh yeah, right, that stupid cloak. Guess I should figure out what to do with my experience here. Oops. Ah, that was a mistake. Okay, so remember what I said about there being like a kabillion orc warriors usually with captains? I think we're probably about to see that. Untainted, good as staff be? Oh, summoning probably. That's a really light longbow, that's amazing. Oh, this is bad actually. I made a mistake. And you're not allowed to make those when you're playing this build. I actually kind of gave up. So yeah, these are pretty fun. I didn't really intend to get that far. And I could have gotten out of that, I was just being lazy. But I encourage you to give it a try. The one thing about builds like this, where you're a fighter but you're still really fragile, is that if you do this for a while, not even a while, just like a few characters like this, and then you switch back and you play any reasonable build again, the game feels like super easy. And look at this. Look how good my guesses are getting. And that was summoning. Warding, wow, I was never going to be able to use that in a million years. But good times. Is there anything on this floor that was sad to lose? I always like to do this so that I feel absolutely as bad about myself as I can. Oh, here's a fun thing. So in the new version of Sil, they gave these Grave Whites. Actually, all the undead are way cooler now. They stat drain when they touch you now, so I think these guys drain strength. And it's funny how like nothing really else has changed about them, but now they're terrifying, and before they were pathetic. So I really like them now. I think they have Barrow Whites that drain Grace or Con, and then the other ones I think just stayed the same. Unmourned are still pathetic, but yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you give this a try. And I would say see you all next time, but I don't know when I'm going to do one of these again. So enjoy the random video.